কন্টেম্পট অ্যাপ্লিকেশনটা যেটাতে এই অর্ডারটা হয়েছে, ও দুটো হলে মাইনর ইয়েস মিস্টার মুখার্জি।
Order passed by your lordship on that was communicated by the OBC department on 27 September 2024 in all the departments by mail.
Then why did you issue this West Bengal Cooperative Service Commission?
West Bengal Cooperative Society is an autonomous body, but
Service Commission autonomous body under your directorate.
yes, but your lordship, and after according to your lordship judgment, Schedule 1, Schedule 3, and Section 5 has been struck down. After that judgment, until it is modified or restructured, nothing could be done. This much I say.
That means you will continue with
No,
your
no,
process.
no. If I today appoint anybody, 100 persons, there must be, according to the reservation, some persons to be the OBC group. But OBC group, other than OBC group, I cannot appoint anyone.
Yes.
100-point roster has to be amended or restructured. It will take some time.
That is your problem.
Yes, until
How long? Before the OBC A and OBC B
murder.
and before the 2010 notification, there was a roster.
But Schedule 3 has been struck down by your lordship. Entire thing goes.
That's right.
Even
But
Schedule Caste, Schedule Tribes also.
prior to the 2012 Act,
Murder.
you were appointing people under OBC.
Yes, OBC was there.
Follow that practice.
Well, that's the notification before 2010. 12.
So, Mr. Mukherjee, we have clarified everything in our order.
Until
But
the
still
matter is.
you insist that you will go on
No,
recruiting the OBC people.
According to my humble submissions, unless this judgment delivered by your lordships, either stayed or modified by the higher court, we shall have to obey the judgment. Nothing more I can say.
Right.
But if there is a departure, certainly the High Court administration also made a departure to the judgment. But because High Court administration is not our control.
That's one aspect. We will deal with that. But you
are now
regarding the state, you
Mr. Mukherjee.
So far as state government is concerned, until the order is revised or affirmed or whatever may be,
Yes.
we shall have to follow the my lord's order.
So that was your submission earlier also.
Yes, sir.
In spite of your submission, they have proceeded to publish it. Chief Secretary doesn't have any control over that.
No, certainly, but
So
kindly.
why it was, yes, Mr. Is he appearing?
Yes, online.
Sir, namaskar, sir. I'm here, sir. Namaskar, sir. Sir, namaskar, sir. Sir, actually, so the honorable court's order were conveyed to all the departments in the month of September and subsequently in the month initially in the month of May 2024 and then September 2024. And again, we have communicated the order of the honorable court on March 10th, sir. Sir, this is one of the case, sir, where this aberration has happened, probably due to some interpretational issues. Sir. Maybe the concerned law officer had suggested that subject to the outcome of the order, the final, the appointments will be done. But based on the orders of the honorable court, we have communicated to the department to keep it in abeyance and nothing further will be moved, sir. As because we have again communicated on March 10th, sir, the instructions of the honorable court will be followed in letter and spirit, sir. There will be no deviation from the orders of the honorable court. As you are aware, sir, in all the government departments, our recruitment is stopped because of the OBC matter being sub judice. We are not doing any recruitment in the government departments. So the orders of the court as it stands today will be followed in letter and spirit and is being followed in letter and spirit, sir. This is one of the case, sir, and which I feel is a mistake, so we'll correct it.
Mr. Pant,
Sir.
We have already indicated to you that there is no bar on recruitment of the classes of OBCs prior to 2010. So please do not put this onus on us that we have stalled your recruitment.
Not at all, sir. Not at all. That is not the message, sir. That is not the message. Certainly, sir. Whatever is the honorable court's order, that is being followed, sir. And whatever the recruitment process has to be followed, that we will follow, sir. But so far as this case is concerned, sir, I understand it's a mistake. We'll correct it, sir.
There are 10 notifications issued of recruitment in various departments. We are really appalled.
ICDs for the whole of us.
We have-
Sir, earlier ICDS, the Social Welfare Department, WCD department had made a notification. When it came to the notice, sir, that also has been stopped. And, sir,
Personnel, except the classes that are struck down by us, we
Sir.
don't intend to in any way stall any recruitment process, except to the extent indicated in our orders. You are the first executive of the state.
sir,
Expected that, at least you will communicate. You state that you have communicated, but your subordinates are not following the orders. Now, we are saddened by the whole thing. That's all we can say. And this is a painful work for us, in the sense that to call you in contempt, we would have loved to see you on any other occasion, but to call you on a contempt proceeding is extremely painful and embarrassing for us as well. So our only request is, please follow the orders of the High Court and the mandate of the Constitution. It's all that we expect of you. Unfortunately, Mr. Mukherjee, appears and gives repeated undertakings that he is following the orders, but then it appears that the state is not supporting Mr. Mukherjee's submissions. This is what we find very sad, Mr. Pant.
sir, I take note of your observation, sir. I will comply with this in letter and spirit. There was a mistake, sir, and I agree, and we will ensure that this is not repeated. We will take.
The application which has been handed over to us, which it is of 27 September 2024, by which you have informed all the departments. Thereafter, the advertisement was published on January 2025, even after your communication. Even
Sir,
after, and it has
sir.
been highlighted that the cooperation department secretary, principal secretary has been intimated. Still, he is not in a mood to comply.
Please take steps against these people. If they don't follow your directives, Mr. Pant, who else will they follow?
Sir, I'll ensure that. So I understand there is an interpretation issue or mistake on their part, sir. I'll take care of this and will certainly comply with the orders of the Honorable Court, sir. There will be no deviations.
We expect you to take some measures against these persons, at least call for an explanation as to why they have not followed your directions.
Sir,
Kindly do that, so that there is some check and balance, there is some order maintained in the state with regard to following the Constitution. Beyond this, what else can we tell you, Mr. Pant? You're a seasoned bureaucrat. You know the law, you know the Constitution. If this is the state of affairs, we are appalled. It's all we can say, Mr. Pant.
sir, I take full note of your observations, sir, and I assure you, sir, and assure you that this will not be repeated, sir. We'll take note of it, sir. Thank you, sir.
So far the communication handed up to your losses, we are not aware of it because we have
We are
not.
giving it to you. We are giving it to you. You have recorded that. Mr. Pant is here.
He has assured the court that there has been some miscommunication or misinterpretation or whatever at the lower level they are doing, and this man has to take the flak for it. But eventually he has to take responsibility.
One thing I must say to your losses.
He has to call for explanations from the.
One thing I must say before your lordship, this is my submissions, as I've understood the submissions of Mr. Pant also. This is an impression sought to be created that because of this judgment, the entire recruitment process have been stalled.
That we have explained.
That's your lordships.
He has
Now,
explained to Mr. Pant,
Lord,
we are
if-
not stalling any recruitment.
no, that's true, but his submissions also to that extent before your lordships.
No, we have indicated in our
The
order.
last
also.
order, your lordships.
That has
that-
been communicated to
That
Mr.
that
Pant.
have been. Now, your lordships, kindly, at least, your lordship has made it clear. May I take your lordship's expression? It is, however, made clear, last order, that this court is only concerned with the violation of the court's judgment dated 22nd May 2024. The breach of the undertakings given to this court. all categories of OBC prior to the year 2010 are not the subject matter of these proceedings. Now, if they take steps as submitted by Mr. Pant, everything will be stalled. No recruitment will be made. You'll also clarify that the recruitment should be proceeded with on the basis.
Indicated
That-
that
I have understood, sir. I have understood that, sir. And Honorable Court's directions are well understood, and I have taken note of that, sir.
Categorically, we have stated, in our
Sir.
judgment, it is clear, and Mr. Pant is here. He says that I have taken note of that, and I shall take consequential steps. So he, this most senior officer.
No, certainly your lordship, but your lordship,
says-
this proceedings is going on even after your lordship judgment almost a year. And several recruitments are being issued. It's not that your lordship this happened.
from the concerned departments. Please call for it. I
Sir,
don't take any serious or draconian measures, but do call for an explanation. Let them know that they are required to follow orders of the High Court. They don't seem to be understanding that.
sir.
And can you take note of 2001 notification? That's records, my lord, the backward classes also.
তার সাথে EWS টা যোগ করে
Pursuant to our earlier order dated, pursuant to our earlier order dated 6 March 2025. Mr. Pant, the Chief Secretary, Government of West Bengal, has appeared before us online. Stop. He assures this court, he submits that the courts, that the order of the court has been already forwarded to all the departments by a memo dated 10th of March 2020 by two memoranda dated 26 July 10th March 26 July 2024 and 10th March 2025. Stop. He further assures this court that he would take all necessary steps and ensure that no further steps are taken by the respective departments of the state towards initiation of any selection process incorporating categories which have been struck down by us, He further submits that towards issuance of the advertisement number 121 of 2025 and advertisement number 2 of 2025 of the West Bengal Cooperative Service Commission, he would call for explanation from the concerned principal secretary of the department. Stop. In view of such submissions and assurances given by Mr. Pant, we dispense with his personal appearance until further orders. We further direct Mr. Pant to place before this court an affidavit as regards the steps taken by him on the basis of the assurances given before us today
And earlier.
Huh?
And earlier.
and earlier. Stop. Let such affidavit be filed on the returnable date. Stop. List the matter for further consideration when it is fixed in Supreme Court.
18th it was fixed,
18
but,
March.
daily list, my lord, it is not updated.
Maybe they'll come in the supplementary list or something.
May come, but
No, but,
chances are less.
according to my impression, 18 March, tentative date, but every time,
When
There
list
are
is out, it is
tentative
not
dates
listed.
also, Mr. Mukherjee.
because there's a 1 week holiday was there because of the Holi.
হয়ে গেল 18 আছে তো আফটার হোলি
মঙ্গলবার দিন আসবে।
2nd April. On 2nd April.
But so far the High Court employment examiner, we have no control matter.
why do you repeat it?
No, we
Everybody
have not
knows.
said- Anybody appears for the other, Mr.
My lord, I am appearing. I have been briefed on behalf of the High Court administration. Though we were not parties to the original writ application, I find my
ওই
lord,
contempt
the Registrar General and the registrar original side
সেটা
is
আমার
8 parties.
আপনার copy
Now, my lord, the notification which we have published,
Mr. Pant, you're excused.
Yes, Mr. Pant.
এটা কোথায়
my
পেয়েছি?
lord, I should frankly tell your lordship, my lord, this was day before yesterday. So, my lord, the concerned people
Yes,
could
you may
not
go
really take
offline.
instructions or go into the matter. However, the notification which has been published, if my lord comes to page 22 of this application, I think it's
Let the ওই দুটো মেমো বলেছি না, let said memorandum.
ওবিসি
page 22. My lord has got it.
Yes.
Finally, see the note, penultimate paragraph, that appointment in the categories of OBC A and OBC B shall be made in strict compliance of the order and judgment passed by the Honorable High Court in Calcutta in so and so, etc. However, since special leave petition of the challenging the aforesaid judgment of the High Court is pending before the Honorable Supreme Court, appointment in the position reserved for ABC will abide by the result. So, my lord, we are aware of this, but since the contempt application has been taken out, we need to look into the matter and take instructions. And we also assure your lordship, my lord, nothing will be done in defiance of the order.
No, what is the meaning of the last paragraph? You are acting as a court higher than this court
It's just to
and
let
saying
people-
that it will abide by the result of the proceeding.
the language is perhaps not very happy. It was just to let people know about the pendency of such an application.
OBC
But
A and B have been struck down by us.
yes, yes.
You could not have mentioned OBC A and B in your recruitment notification.
But my lord, we have said that it will be done in strict compliance. And what has
There is
happened?
no question of your mentioning any OBC A or B. There are OBC categories prior to 2010 which we have not touched, and
My lord,
you
that
may
is
go
what
ahead
I
and
take
recruit.
instructions, my lord. I
What
tell
are
your
the
lordship,
instructions? I mean, after all, he's the Registrar General of this court. If this error is committed, then why shouldn't the Secretary of the State and the departments, why shouldn't they interpret it in a
my
different
lord,
way?
they were there in the matter throughout. But if we have just been served.
No, this same rider, Mr. Bose, was incorporated by Jadavpur University.
I'm
And
not
we
aware.
have told them that when you are conducting, you have to return all the money, all the contribution
Very
which
well.
have been
And in
made.
the event, it is the boys are recruited, children are recruited in. I mean, sorry, given the
Appointments.
the
Admission,
not appointments,
admission.
admissions.
Admission.
But here nothing has
We have
happened.
directed compensation to be paid in the event of cancellation. Are you going to compensate the candidates who will appear in your interview process, selection process?
My lord, we have not.
You are
reached that
creating unnecessary rights in favor of people.
My lord, I tell your lordship, from the little instructions that I've received, the situation has not even arisen, only applications have come in. We have done nothing there.
So will you be taking any further step prior to 2nd April when we take up
I
the
don't
matter?
think so. In fact, I should say, I don't think so. I will specifically instruct them not to take.
We expect you to issue a clarification.
Corrigendum they have to issue, my lord.
We will. I will tell them, my lord, that no steps will be taken within 2nd April. In the meantime, we shall look into the matter. And on the 2nd of April,
In
I shall
terms
come.
of our judgment, kindly issue a corrigendum. Otherwise, you are already in contempt, your client is. Mr. Bose, we don't quite appreciate this conduct of the High Court administration, at least.
My lord, we shall look into it, my lord. And I assure your lordship, my lord, we shall abide by the judgment and your lordship's observations today.
As long as it stands, in the event it is interfered by the higher court, then the consequences will follow you to go on recruiting, do whatever you want in terms of the law. But till such time the judgment stays, we didn't expect the High Court administration at least to
Today, if the High Court does,
flagrantly violate our order.
today, if the High Court does, Mr. Bose, then all the state departments would
agree.
take a
I
cue
agree.
from that.
No, that's a
But
feeble
now-
attempt on the part of Mr. Mukherjee also by mentioning
Since we
repeatedly,
did
High
not-
Court, I am not.
Well, since we were not in the know of all the main matter
High
and the Jadavpur University and the state, I've heard the submissions made on behalf of the state as also your lordship's observation. I shall definitely instruct my clients, my lord, to look into the matter. And if a corrigendum is to be published as has fallen from my lord, it will definitely be done, my lord. But till 2nd April, but so far as the recruitment process is concerned, besides the date for putting in the applications, nothing else has been done.
Mr. Bose, please understand this. I'm sure you do what pains us is you are creating the expectations amongst people.
I
You
realize.
are creating impressions that they will be recruited, so they participate in a recruitment process, submit applications. And then next is a string of writ petitions in the High Court. You advertised, he applied, you didn't do anything. It pains us on the judicial side because of your administrative lapse.
Page 7.
Well, then I shall look into the matter, my lord. I shall definitely
This
look
has a cascading effect. And the state repeatedly points out at the High Court administration, when the High Court, your own administration is doing it, what do you expect us to do?
Well, then I
Please
shall-
appreciate where we say,
well, then I-
please communicate this to your
I
registrar
shall.
general.
I shall.
Well, this is one thing, your losses. Probably my learned senior friend is dealing with the High Court administration. Now, we have pointed out in our paragraph in the contempt application giving the notifications. The honorable district judges are also issuing the same
No, not
notification.
contempt, writ.
A writ petition, sorry, ma'am.
Writ petition.
I don't know, my
The
lord.
Registrar General has to communicate to all the,
I shall, my
Please instruct your registrar general accordingly.
at least I have given Raiganj, my lord, district judges court, Makura, yes, in the contempt.
Turn number 1 after it.
Not contempt.
Not in the,
Not in the.
not in the contempt, there is another writ petition, sir.
But I shall have heard it. I shall definitely convey.
Your registrar general has administrative
Yes.
superintendents over all the district judges.
Very well. I shall definitely do it. My lord, may I respectfully submit this? It's in the form of a respectful suggestion. Kindly keep this matter on the 2nd of April. Since nothing is being done, I shall look into the matter and come and tell your lordship, my lord, whether the corrigendum has been published or not, or what steps we have taken, or under what circumstances this was published. And this will apply not only to the contempt application taken out against the Registrar General and the Registrar original side, but I shall see, my lord, that it also covers the district courts.
Because we have taken out a writ petition
In
subsequently.
those district court, any date for examination has been
And that I take your lordships. We have given the notification number at paragraph 7 of the writ petition. That notification was issued 10th January 2005 by the Honorable District Judge Uttar Dinajpur at Raiganj.
No,
And so for the employment notification, 7th October 2020, 2020 was Chairman District Recruitment Committee, District Judge Makura.
Notification গুলো দেখলে বোঝা যাবে, sir.
Mr. Post, learned senior advocate, enters appearance today on behalf of the High Court administration and prays for an accommodation to avail necessary instruction. He, however, assures this court that that the High Court administration as well as the district judiciary would comply with the order, would comply with the judgment delivered by this court. Would comply with an assures that the High Court and would strictly comply with the judgment delivered by this court on date টা বসিয়ে দেবে 22nd. Stop. In view of such submission, we direct the registrar original site High Court administration to submit
As per the list of the.
an evidence.
Time.
The communication আচ্ছা কি লিখলেন? In view of such submissions of in considering such submissions, we direct the Registrar General, High Court Calcutta to file a report before this court in the form of an affidavit on the returnable date detailing the steps taken by the High Court administration as well as by the district judiciary towards compliance of the judgment of this court. Let such affidavit be filed on the returnable date. List the matter for. আচ্ছা আচ্ছা ওই চিফ সেক্রেটারি যেটা করবেন না,
My lord, the
submit on a
returnable date is
returnable
2nd April, if I may respectfully.
2nd April. ওই ওটা বলবেন with a copy to
this thing to editor.
Just main contempt, contempt, applicant in the
with a
contempt application.
copy to the learned advocate on record of the applicants in the contempt application. এইটা আপনি ওই চিফ সেক্রেটারির ওটাতেও ঝুলে দেবেন। List the matter for further consideration in the daily supplementary list of this court on 2nd April as fixed at 3 p.m. What? Not 3 করবো না 2 করবো বলো?
এটা বেশ ইনোভেটিভ, মানে হবে কিন্তু ইনোভেটিভ। One thing I must
At 3:15.
My lord, one thing I must bring it to your lordship's notice. This is innovative. This is by the district judge Makura. I just read out your lordship's kind listen. Candidates who have applied under the categories OBC A and OBC B, but not included as OBC A or OBC B as per the directions of the Honorable High Court at Calcutta, as directed by order dated 22nd May 2024 in writ petition number such and such with such and such regarding OBC certificate will be treated as unreserved category. Kindly see that
Engineer.
this is innovative.
Suppose
I've kindly excuse me, I have put a
the
tick
office
mark
is
in
to
on
prevail
pencil.
upon your client.
I didn't also notice it earlier.
It would be very painful for us to deal with the registrar general in a contempt proceeding. But we will not hesitate to do so.
But Father, I don't think the Registrar General has issued this.
No. Without the knowledge of the RG, it could happen. He or she has administrative control over all recruitment
May I
processes.
just make one humble prayer? My Lord has kept the returnable date as the 2nd of April. Well, in the case, my Lord, the corrigendum has to be published. I'm assuming, my Lord, things will fall in
অর্ডারটা উনি
place.
ফার্স্ট টাইটেলেই ছাপাবেন।
We might
এর
need a
order
little more
যেই
time. Is
বসে-
it possible to do it the week
ওটাই তো
thereafter?
আছে লিস্টে।
Instead of
Let it come on the 2nd. We'll see. Let us see your conduct because there is flagrant violation, Mr. Bose.
Mr. Bose, OBC A, OBC B should not feature in as a category in any of the advertisements.
I understand.
After we have struck down the schedule and we have clarified that we have not touched the appointments pertaining to appointments which have made prior to that.
Bit of a paradox, Mr. Bose. On one end, they say OBC A, OBC B will be treated in the general category, which means it's an attempt at subversion and a naive way of doing it. I mean, it's obnoxious. What else can we say? Mr. Bose, please prevail upon your client. We don't want to do what we have to do.
The only prayer which I was making is just a few days after 2nd April, because if a corrigendum has to be published and then an affidavit on the basis of that incorporating all steps that have been taken.
Try it by the 2nd. We expect the RG to do it because the violation of an order of a highest court of a state is embarrassing for the
Very
state.
well. I shall convey your lordship's observation.
Advocate General is not here, Mr. Mukherjee. You have দিয়ে দাও,
He is
দিয়ে
the
দাও,
de facto advocate.
দিয়ে দাও, কার কার নাম।
নাম কে দিলেন?
চলো লিখে দাও। হ্যাঁ? আর কি আছে? সেটা তো
আমারই তো তাড়াতাড়ি করছে।